Now just look at this mess. This is what they're seriously pushing as the so-called future. What even is this? These look like some knockoff townhomes, like a cheap, off-brand, prepackaged version they slapped together last minute. And this gate? Oh, we're definitely going to talk about that. If you're locking people out before they even get a chance to step inside, then whatever's in there? Yeah, that's clearly not meant for everybody. Tell me I'm not tripping, that's a full gate, right? Like straight up gated community energy right from the start. Even if they throw in a dry cleaner later, it's not gonna change a thing. People on the outside won't even think about stepping foot inside unless they've got a code or a lease. And honestly, I'm not even mad. It's whatever, just don't lie about it. Don't pretend like this is some open. Everybody's welcome project when it's obviously not .ao. It's your girl J9 Eve checking in. You already know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe, hit share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what y'all think. Let's break this down together. Do you actually believe this dream they're selling? Is this a real step forward or just a slick hustle dressed up pretty? Are they really trying to uplift Dalton, or are they just running game on the city? And seriously, what do you think Tiffany's thinking watching all this unfold? Here come all these developers rolling up, talking about building and upgrading the city. And Tiffany? Sis could have been part of this wave if she hadn't been out here wildin'. She blew it, big time. Another check, gone, slipped right through her fingers. She could have been back on center stage doing her thing, finessing. That money flow, new bags to grab, but nah. She couldn't even hold her cards right. Played her whole hand too early. Ended up playing herself. Anyway, let's dive into this. This guy's about to lay out his new vision for Dalton now that the whole Pope drama flipped the script. They've got ideas. They've got momentum. Let's just hope they don't fumble it like the last ones. And let's not even start on those fake-friendly types. You know the ones. Smiling in your face while they're pocketing everything they can, then disappearing like you never even mattered. Miss me with all that. So here's the lowdown. We've got a little photo deck to flip through. Back in 2022, me and some investors scooped up this 30-acre property. The big dream back then? Just truck parking. For real? All that land? Just to park trucks? Dream small, I guess? But now, because it's near where the Pope spot popped off, suddenly it's got luxury resort energy? They think being in the same zip code is enough to pull crowds. Cute, but after hearing from folks in the neighborhood, now they're switching it up, talking about mixed-income housing and revitalized beauty. Maybe toss in a corner. Store, a daycare, a dry cleaner. But let's be honest, what does mixed-income housing even mean? It's just a fancy way of saying they'll sprinkle in stuff that sounds people-friendly. Don't get it twisted, the zoning. Still M1. Industrial. Now they want to roll it out in phases and push it past the trustees for approval. They even got glossy renderings now. But let's not forget that land's been sitting there dusty for years. Now they're pushing for rentals, homes for sale, and something they're calling mixed-use apartments, which, let's be real, just means apartments stacked over a shop. That's it. Nothing new. They're talking pools, playgrounds, childcare, all that. Sounds nice. But really, do you think any of that's actually open to the public? If your kid doesn't live there, some lady named Karen is gonna pop up like, sorry, this is for residents only. That ain't no community park. It's for whoever lives behind that gate, period. And yeah, let's circle back to that gate. You saw it. Straight up, you don't belong here, vibes, locked, gated. So even if they toss in a dry cleaner or a little market, regular folks aren't getting in, no lease, no access, and honestly, fine, build your little exclusive pocket. Just don't. Sell it like it's some grand gift for the whole city. Now they're spinning this like it's for all of Dalton. But let's not play ourselves. There aren't many open plots left, and the prices? Already sky high, and now they're pitching storage units? Yeah, because apparently all the local storage is maxed out. You know why? Because people lost their homes, had to move in with family, and had nowhere to stash their stuff. That's the real story. And here we go again. More of those cookie-cutter townhome renderings. You saw men. You saw that fence. Nobody's strolling in. This isn't about improving the community. It's about creating a brand new one without... The saddest part? They're trying to slap a veterans will benefit bow on it. But let's be real. That's just PR fluff. Dead, the real programs that actually help vets? Gone. They used to offer job placements, housing priority, resources. Now, crickets. What's left? A hollow thanks for your service. That's it. And the dude running this, he knows it. No mandates, no accountability, no policy, no day, no veteran priority. So this whole "we'll make sure veterans benefit" pitch? Optional. At best. Back to the plan. They say they want different housing types for singles, small families, and everyone in between. But even their own data says local storage units are full. Why? Because people don't have homes. They're sleeping on couches with their stuff boxed up. That's what's really going on. And now they're rolling out shiny mock-ups, talking about what they plan to build. More townhome boxes, another locked gate, gated, period. You see that? Tell me I'm not the only one clocking this. Even if they add a laundromat or bodega inside, still locked behind a fence. And look, if that's the plan, cool. Just be honest about it. Don't sell it like it's some open arms, citywide blessing. It's not. It's a private project. Wrapped in community talk, they're marketing this like it's for Dalton, like it's some win for the people. But the reality? It's not for the folks who already live here. And with prices climbing, most of us won't even qualify. And even they've got problems. Funding's tight. Federal grants are drying up. Interest rates are through the roof. Dalton's zoning code, last updated 30 years ago, expired. Now they're begging the trustees to fast-track it. Why? So they can grab more federal and state funds? Apartments, storefronts, storage, for sale condos. They want the whole package. And they even dug up some dusty old rule from 20 years ago that says they can swap concrete for masonry. Why? Because concrete's too expensive. So they're reaching back for cheap materials from when flip phones were still cool. And this zoning change? They want it so they can build whatever they want, not just the truck yard they originally claimed. And this material swap. Honestly, it's giving cardboard house energy. Watch, they'll probably slap a $1,000 HOA fee on top just to use the pool. The whole project? It feels shady. Like once they get that green light, they'll charge full speed ahead, and Dalton? Left behind, looking in from the outside. Let's just call it like it is, another pretty promise, another flashy plan. But not for us. They'll get the go-ahead, but the people who built this community won't see a dime. Not a single real benefit, and once this kicks off, that's when everything else changes. Rules will bend all over town. Before long, Dalton will be full of these luxury-looking projects, and the folks who made this community what it is, shoved to the sidelines, no access. No inclusion. I'm sorry, but I don't buy the dream they're selling. You can smell the hustle a mile away. Now they're pushing to raise building heights to 4, 5 stories, just because it's near the train. And they're claiming 1 parking spot per unit, but they'll twist those numbers to pack in extra units for more cash. Now they want a 5-to-1 parking ratio, overhead water tanks for runoff, also this prince. Money. Sure, they're dangling promises, taxes, homes, storefronts. No liquor stores, they swear. Just family spaces, senior housing, community life, the visuals, sleek, modern, friendly. But if you look closer, the same guy hyping this up is shading the people he claims he wants to help, talking about old homes like they're junk. Meanwhile, his new builds, price so high, regular locals won't make it past the gate. Sorry, not for you. Here's what a real deal should be. Build your gated townhomes and fancy apartments. Cool, but if you're adding businesses, don't hide them behind a wall. Put those storefronts outside for the actual community. Give locals access. Bring in jobs, services, dollars. Don't trap them in a bubble. Don't build your private utopia and leave everyone else out. That's not uplifting a town. My offer? Fine, build your housing. but your businesses, keep them public. Number. Gates, no fences. You want a dry cleaner, a cafe, a shop? Cool, but don't lock them up. Same businesses you're planning? Put them out front. That's what I'd do if I were super mayor, mama. Yeah, I said it. But nah, y'all don't want me cussing people out at council meetings, but seriously, the spot they're talking about? 14,700 Harvard Street, right by the CVS heading to Riverdale. Close to the train, there's even a park nearby, but right now, it's a dump. You can't even see inside, weeds taller than your car. I pulled it up on Google Maps, wanted to check the layout, and honestly, that space ain't big enough for what they're pitching. Just look at the houses around it, that shiny design. They're showing it wouldn't even cover 10 houses. Maybe not even that. What they're selling, it's not realistic. It's not accurate. And it definitely won't look like those renderings. And let's clear something up, this whole mixed income talk. People keep twisting it. Mixed income doesn't mean Section 8. It's not government housing where folks slide in paying. $75 a month. No, what it means is you'll have a teacher making $30,000, a firefighter making a little more. It's supposed to attract a range of incomes. But don't think for a second they're building brand new units just to give them to voucher programs, if that was the plan. They'd buy an old building, patch it up, paint it, fix the pipes. But new construction? They're not handing that away for cheap. Nope, not happening. Mixed income means more accessible housing, not luxury, not rock-bottom rent. They'll say there are options, studios, family 3-beds, different layouts. Sounds good, but the catch? They keep saying affordable, but never say the rent. And affordable means different things to different people. To some, $2,500 a month is a steal, especially coming from places like New York. So when they say affordable, who are they talking to? And this is all happening on M1-zoned land, industrial, not factories, but truck parking, light warehouses, maybe a small shop. Basically, industrial land squeezed between homes. They want to rezone it to mixed-use, residential, commercial, community space all in one. That phrase they're using, community within a community? Fire, I'm stealing that. Laughs, they've been working on this for years, and honestly, M1 zoning doesn't fit anymore. Nobody wants factories next to their porch. So they're trying to rezone it, make it livable. And yeah, they want the zoning board moving too, so people can understand the game. Part of this is about a formal resolution. Why? Because federal funders want receipts. They need proof the local community's on board. Money's tight. Agencies aren't handing out cash for plans with no support. If they show Dalton's behind it, that's how they get state and federal money. And I'll give it to them, they know the system. Not shady, just smart. Someone asked if they'll use you money. The answer? Maybe, maybe not. Translation, HUD's political filters changed. They're not trying to be tied to the wrong names. So maybe, but no promises. They're casting a wide net. Any fund that fits, they're going for it. Because this has to make financial sense. They're not doing this out of love. It's business. And the dude running it, he said it. He wants to build something solid he can show his kids. Cool. Respect the. Then he steps up like, yeah, I brought my team to support. My mom used to run a business here. I love Mayor House. I've got people like Stan, like Andrew Holmes. My crew's deep pocket ready for Dalton. Deep pockets, huh? Let's pause. Whose pockets exactly? Yours or your boys? 'Cause all I'm hearing is, my friend got money. What about you? Just the hype man. Pointing. At the rich guy in the back? Next time I meet him, I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, you the wallet. No intro, no title, just wallet, laughs, wow behavior. Basically, he's saying, I'm here to support. Well, my boy's here. I'm just here to make it sound good. Got it. We see the game. Anyway, they bring it to a vote. All in favor, say yes, and boom, all yeses. Not one no, so yeah, it's full steam ahead. But real talk, it's giving scavenger vibes. Folks circling Pope's old spot, grabbing what they can. But you know where it ends up, behind another locked gate. And once again, regular folks on the outside? Dalton, please, don't fall for it. Don't let the shine blind you. Because once that gate goes up, it's over. Keep out. No trespassing. Just another for the community project that leaves out the community. But hey, Mama still loves you, always. Stay smart. Stay woke. Peace.